Hey guys, so in this section we're going to be taking a look at some of the mentioned examples of finding winning products and how to find winning products. So the first one which we covered was Amazon. So how can we use Amazon to our advantage to actually find these winning products? How do we use Amazon as a search engine and to index these products, okay? So the first thing we could do is we could actually genuinely search for a product which we've already found that we want to sell. So for an example, the example I'm going to discuss in a few of these now is the posture corrector. So let's say we wanted to buy a product in this niche or of this example or type. We could search that in Amazon and have a look at all the other products that people are selling under this category. Now, usually it will show Amazon's choice first and the stores which have the most ratings and that are ranked the best in the search for Amazon's website. But if you get this plugin over here, which you can now see behind my camera, this little blue button, sort by review count, that's a Google Chrome plugin. If you download this, it will let you search for all of the listings in a specific search which you input into Amazon, which we have done, and it will sort all of those by the number of reviews, the review count, the amount of good quality reviews that are positive from customers who have bought those products. So you can instantly sort it by the best performing products, because the normal sort by feature lets you sort by the price, newest arrivals, featured, which is mostly picked by Amazon themselves, and average customer review, which is kind of like this, but it's just not the same. It's best to use this plugin. This allows us to see the best performing products. So now we would go ahead and we'd click on one of these. For an example, there's two good ones here. The first one is Amazon's choice, so theirs is always going to be displayed first. But we also have one which is actually better. It has 37,000 reviews. So if we click on this, we can see this posture corrector for men and women. So we can scroll all the way up to the top. It has keywords. To be honest, this title is just like an Aliexpress product, very straight to the point, and they stick to many of the same strategies and marketing tactics, which I'm going to discuss later, where they have bullet points or green ticks of all the pros of the product and why it's good. So we can scroll down, we can have a look at the specifications here, and if this was a product which we previously actually found on AliExpress and then found it on Amazon, we could then order this and get the product quicker to our door if we were going to make marketing videos with it later or just test it out for quality. So you can also do that with Amazon too. If you find products here, you can order them and receive them much quicker, but that would just be for your own personal use, so you would still be dropshipping from AliExpress. We can also see customers' questions and answers. This will allow us to gauge information on what the customers actually want to know, which gives us a good idea on the weak points of this product's marketing and the product's page, so we can make ours much better, for an example. So this is how you analyze the competition using Amazon as a platform, and we can find winning products in the niche that we're looking for using Amazon this way. Also, if we're searching something very generic, if we don't actually know the specific product which we're looking for, or a specific product we've already found on AliExpress that we're trying to find competitors for or listings for to get an idea of how to structure our Shopify page, which we've mentioned how to use this for, you could also just go ahead and press all. This will allow you to select a few different categories. So this would be perfect just finding your niche of your store. You can also use Amazon for this too. So you can look at trending products which are best sellers or new releases, and you can also go through niche-based categories like digital consumer goods, different department-based categories like books, films, games, and electronics, and all these categories over here which all have many subcategories to them as well. If I would go on to see all here, I could click on sports and outdoors, and then it'd come up with many subcategories for the sports and outdoors category or niche. So that's how you would do market research and actually look for products with Amazon. And then from there, you can use the same strategy which I just showed you just now to sort them by the reviews and have a look at the products pages and if they're getting good feedback and reviews and if there's actual genuine interest in it. Then you can also use the Aliexpress Dropship Center. So this is a side of Aliexpress which has hand-picked products which are perfectly optimized for dropshipping. This is great for research, and it's basically the same as just using the normal Aliexpress website, but many of these products already have great shipping options which we can take advantage of for dropshipping, and many of these products are already very popular for dropshipping. Also, as you can see, when we highlight many of these products information, you can see we have very high average rating on all of the products in this dropshipping center and a very high number of units that have been sold, which means people have been already actively dropshipping these products. So all of the products here all have high reviews, a great number of stars, which means you're basically just sifting out all the junk and going straight to the products which you can potentially actually sell and are performing well and have a good track record, okay? Because we're looking for things with good reviews, we're looking for things that have a high level of interest gauged in them, and this is great now to actually look for winning products, because when you're on AliExpress, it's going to take you hours, if not days, sometimes weeks to find a good winning product, and you're going to have to go through thousands in their catalog. But in the dropshipping center, they've separated the ones with high units and high average ratings so we can look through just those products. So we're looking through just the best ones, and it's going to be much quicker. Okay, and they still have 150 pages of products here, which is pretty crazy. Now, just like Google reverse image search, you can also search by image here too, if you have an image of a product which you're looking for, or if you're looking for products which are similar, or to see if there's any other suppliers of that product, you can use this. You can also look for things with free shipping, ones with a video, which is particularly useful because you can use that then for your product's marketing. You can look for locally stocked products, so quicker shipping rates, where you actually want to ship from certain countries. So we could go down and we could select, for an example, United States, because most people are going to actually ship to the United States. Press submit, and it's going to show all the products which we can actually ship from the US. So this is also kind of like a little bit of a hack, because you can get quicker shipping times from Aliexpress itself without using different third-party fulfillment services like Spocket, which we're going to mention later, just by doing this. And you can still use the Aliexpress dropshipping method, but you can just use USA suppliers or suppliers with warehouses in the United States for those quick shipping times. Okay, so that's how you would do that on AliExpress as a platform, and that's extremely important. You can also sort by recommended products. You can sort by price, higher or lower. You can sort by rating, units sold, aka the sales number, and you can also select categories. So these are more niche-based categories, so this is great to find your niche if you haven't yet found that. And you can also press top selection. So as you can see, this shows some of the high-performing products which you might want to keep your eye on, or recent products which have piqued a lot of people's interest. For an example, I know a lot of people tried to sell these colourful outdoor lights. I think those are products which I don't particularly think will perform very well, but a lot of people like to try and sell those, so you can obviously see those are actually trending or in the top selection. As you can see, there's also a contact email here, so if you're interested in 7-day delivery, hero products with stable numbers in their inventory, and winning products which are predicted by AliExpress's algorithm, you can obviously use this contact email for more product suggestions and questions. So there's useful support, and it's generally a great side of AliExpress to utilize. Okay, and also they have a DS centers tutorials, which you can see over here behind my camera, or where my camera was. So if we click on this, it will also take us to a platform called UK, where it will basically offer us a free course where we can get more in-depth information on how the AliExpress dropshipping center actually works. So we can utilize the dropshipping center to find tons of products, and this has very similar features to the DS's app, which I'm going to show you a little bit later in this course. So that's the dropshipping center and the guide they have to actually learn about how to use it. So if you need additional documentation on how to use that, I would recommend clicking on that button for the free guide. Next up is using TikTok. So on TikTok, there's many different ways that we can find winning products, or potentially winning products, by utilizing TikTok as a platform and utilizing many of TikTok's algorithms to actually source products which may be high performance. Now, we're actually going to use a series of hashtags to filter out specific trending videos to find products which people are already posting. So let me show you a few examples of some of these hashtags. So the first one is the hashtag TikTok made me buy it. This is a very popular one. So if we search this, this is basically people posting products which TikTok influenced them to buy. So most of the time, this is if they've stumbled upon an ad for a product, or if they found a viral video and they've impulse buyed it, they're showing some kind of review, or they're posting a little clip about a cool product, right? Some people use this hashtag when they're actually dropshipping because they know people are searching for it, but this is great to have a look at competitors and find potentially cool products. You're gonna have to sift through a lot of junk through here as well, and also people using the hashtag just to try and get social media clout. So there's gonna be random videos too, but this is the most popular. Then the next one is Amazon finds, which is a little less popular. This is for people who are in a similar situation where they've bought some really cool gadget off Amazon and they're posting a video about it or some short review. Maybe they're showing the top cool gadgets you can buy off Amazon. These are good videos to look for products which people have bought, products which people are interested in. I'll just click on a TikTok just as an example so you guys can see it. This really cool product over here, which is some kind of Bluetooth speaker with LED lights and a spinning model of Saturn, which seems really cool. Just these random products you can see. Then you can also look through the comments to see the engagement. You have people like, oh my god, this is so beautiful, cool, I like it. It has 284,000 likes, so there's obviously engagement with this particular video. So that's how you would actually try to gauge interest level based on the interactions and the engagement of the TikTok clip. And remember, on TikTok, there is obviously certain figures which you can also look for, which shows the level of engagement, right? So that's really important too. So a lot of high viewed videos will obviously come up first. And also you can press accounts and it'll allow you to filter between accounts. Those accounts which post videos under that hashtag frequently or that have similar keywords, and then we can go on their channels. For an example, this channel posts Amazon finds and they have a huge list of it. So we could just go through and have a look at all of them. Another one which is more fitting is AliExpress haul. Some people people who don't buy dropshipping products actually just are consumers, and they go directly on AliExpress to just buy cheap stuff from China, and it shows what they've actually bought. Now, for the most part, these are women who have bought fashion products, cheap handbags, or clone products, so they're probably not going to be great to dropship, but you might find a few good performing products in here, or a few hero products if you're very lucky and spend time going through this particular hashtag. And the last one which I'm going to mention is winning products. Now, this one is particularly a hit or miss because for the most part, the people posting these are going to be pages aimed at dropshippers to try and help them out, and they might just be posting for engagement, or they might not have actually tested the products out themselves. So this particular one might not always work. This might just be content creators just giving you some winning products, and particularly might not really be the best hashtag to use, but you might find some products which end up being good performers. So this is one which you can also use. And in this part, I'm going to show you how to actually sort a particular Shopify store by winning products. So I have this website over here. This is a popular website. I'm not going to talk about who owns this website or who runs it, but this is a popular, well-performing Shopify brand. Now, this isn't a dropshipping store. This is actually a private label brand which has been scaled, and it's quite a good website. I like the design of it, and this is ran by some good professionals in the dropshipping scene. This website, even though it's not a dropshipping store, it's a Shopify store, so it works exactly the same. You will paste this code. This code is /collections/all sort by best selling. So I'll try and do a zoom on this right now so you can see the text, or I'll try and remember to put it in the description. Either way, if you paste this at the end of any Shopify URL or web address and press enter, basically it'll bring you to the product page over here, and it'll sort them by best selling automatically. Because when you see, when I press filter and sort, it says sort by and best selling is automatically selected, okay? And some websites won't have that filter in on a drop down list or a sort by filter, so typing in this address will directly take you to all of the best selling products which have the best reviews, like this leather jacket. Now, since this particular store isn't a dropshipping store, this is just an example of how you do that when you find a competitor website to see which of their products have actually sold the best in your niche. Then the next thing I'm going to be going through is giving you a few examples of websites which I mentioned in the theory section for product research. These are all popular research tools which you can use to find products on. The platforms which basically have some kind of subscription fee, but most of them do have a free trial, and every single day or every single week they will show you a series of potentially winning products or cool products which they found on social media which you could maybe sell and make a profit. So ECOM Hunt, for an example, is one of the more popular ones. On ECOM Hunt, this is just an example of the layout. They'll show you a product and they'll have various buttons, so you can sell it with Spocket, which is a Shopify app which is similar, but it's an alternative to use on AliExpress. You can also press C on AliExpress and it'll take you to the AliExpress product page itself, so you can actually have a look at everything on the product page. It'll show you the niches and categories that they're actually under. This is obviously a seasonal product for Q4 because Q4 is when Christmas season is, and that's where most profit is. And this tool will allow you to see the selling price, the cost of the actual product, and the profit margin which you can expect to make before ad spend. It'll also show the stores currently selling the product. You can press hunt these stores, and if you did have a login or a trial, you could then see competitor stores already selling that product. So this is a pretty cool marketing platform, and I believe they do have a free trial to make use of. Another one is Dropship Spy. So this is also a very similar platform where they have analysis of Amazon, for an example, trending product data with historical sales data and profits data. With sales tracking graphs, they have video ads which are provided to you in slideshow styles, and ones with text and ones without. They have ad copies for each product on their platform. So descriptions already written out for you, and ads information you can use on your ad campaigns. Also a list of Instagram influencers in certain niches which you can actually reach out to. So this is a particularly strong platform too, which I recommend. Then we also have AdSpy. So AdSpy is another software to have a look at advertisements and have a look at potential winning products. This is another research tool. It allows you to save a lot of money on testing campaigns because you can actually browse actual ads which may be performing quite well. And this is particularly for marketing. So this isn't just for winning products. This is actually for analyzing current ads which are actually being already put on social media. So people who are doing dropshipping like you, people who are successful, and people who are just testing it out will be actually posting ads. And AdSpy allows you to spy on ads in specific niches and market sectors and have a look at what your competitors are doing, if they have good engagement and if their campaigns are working, so you can potentially try and replicate them. And they also have a cool Twitter where they basically retweet a lot of different ads too, so you can use that for free content. content, and this is generally just a really good tool which is quite unique to some of the others. Then we have Miner, or Miner, which I believe is the correct term. Miner, this is basically a platform to launch the right product with the best marketing angle. So this is for finding winning products. It's a product research tool, and basically it pitches some of the best products to you across a few different traffic sources. So this is for finding those potentially lucrative turnkey products with your Shopify dropshipping e-commerce store. They have a huge source of winning products on here, and there's some pretty cool key metrics which they have for you to actually take a look at when you research it. You can have a look at marketing strategies against your competitors, and you can have a look at their ad creatives which they're already testing out, and have a look at what they're doing wrong and learn from their mistakes. So it's kind of crucial that you use one of these product research and marketing tools. This is definitely a strong one too. Another one on my radar is SellAccount. SellAccount is a good one. This is also particularly good for finding viral TikTok products. So if you're doing free viral TikTok marketing, this could be a tool which you may want to take a look at. It allows you to search through their searchable database of TikTok ads. So this allows you to spy on TikTok ads just like the Ad Spy tool did with Facebook ads, which I mentioned before. This is staying ahead of trends, okay? So the finding viral TikTok products is the most lucrative part of this, because that's the go-to for dropshipping in the current market. People are making use of TikTok predominantly. So this is another cool tool too. Then Aliexpress is another one I recommend. There's not really too much unique points about this in comparison to a few of the other tools, but it's very similar to ECOM, but you can't really actually test this out without actually creating an account. But I do believe they do have a free trial, but I'm locked behind this registration window. But they would have a few winning products here which you can check out. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you Google Trends, okay? So how do we use Google Trends to find winning products? Well, for Google Trends, we're actually mainly searching for niches, okay? We're searching for trending niches, trending search terms, or key topics in the current social situation, okay? So what are most people searching? So in Google Trends, we have main featured stories such as Queen Elizabeth II. That's one of the more popular searches right now. Obviously, Ukraine, the Eurovision Song Contest, which is perhaps the most famous song competition in the world, trending phrases, CNN, various politicians and soccer clubs or football clubs, for an example. And you can also have a look at past years in search to have a look at the most viral key terms in Google Trends from year to year. So how would we do this, okay? So using the same product example, which we used on Amazon earlier, we could type in posture corrector, like we did earlier, as a general search term. Let's just say we were selling this specific product, and it'll come up with a search term, and it'll show us the interest over time on this keyword or this search term. We can have a look at the interest by different sub-regions of the United Kingdom. We can also have a look at related queries, so what else are people searching for, which is pretty cool. So you can see this one over here allows us to niche down even more specifically for a different sub-product in that same niche. So for example, posture correctors for the neck, so a neck brace. Shoulder pain's another topic which is related to this, and waist. So these could be potentially other products that aid these parts of the body or ailments in relation to them. This allows us to niche down and also get related queries to find products very similar if we're building a niche store, for an example. We can also sort it by a different country. Worldwide is best because that gives you the most data, but if we're targeting it specifically, let's say you're selling just to the United States, you want to target it to the population of the United States and what their particular interests are. So you could also do that too. We can also change the category. So what are we searching for in posture corrector? Well, this is a very specific thing, so I wouldn't really change the category, but we can also do past 12 months, which is probably what you're going to want to do. If you're in Q4 or a specific season of the year which has more sales, you could do the past 90 days or 30 days, for an example, to see if the interest has increased. You could also do 2004 to present to compare how much this has actually increased in interest since then. As you can see, from 2018 and 2017, there was a huge spike, and then it peaked during lockdowns where most things did, and it's kind of slowly come down a little bit, but it's still above the levels that it was, kind of matching the levels in 2005, okay? So this is just for finding the interest on things and the popularity behind certain different niches, products, and themes. So it's a really useful tool if you know how to use it. Then there's certain other apps which we can actually install into Shopify to actually allow us to find winning products in too as one of their sub features. A list of these apps would be Spocket, CJDropshipping, Zendrop, and also on the DS's app too. Now I have videos on each and every one of these, so I'll probably link those down in the description below so you can find out how to exactly do this.